Hey guys, I just wanted to give you some feedback on the discussion post that you've been doing. First and foremost, I'm really, really impressed. The purpose of the discussion post is for you to apply what you've learned in the book to real world situations that kind of happen in your life and happen to you. And so I've been very, very impressed both with the honesty and the openness of your posts and with the economics and how you guys are relating real world situations to what you're learning in the textbook. Very, very well done. Okay, speaking about the opportunity cost one, there's two things that need to be pointed out. First and foremost, opportunity cost is just the value of what you're giving up to take an action, not everything you could do to take an action. So if I decide to watch a basketball game, and if I didn't watch the basketball game, instead I would have watched, I don't know, a football game instead, then my opportunity cost of watching the basketball game is not being able to watch the football game. I could have also mowed my lawn, taken my dogs to the park, gone into work, gotten a paper written, done a bunch of other things, but I wouldn't have done any of those things. If I hadn't watched the basketball game, I would have watched the football game, and that's it. I wouldn't have gone and read a book. I wouldn't have gone and mowed my lawn. So none of those things actually count as the opportunity cost because I wouldn't have done those if I hadn't watched the game. So a lot of you guys were saying, well, I would be at work all the time if I wasn't taking this class. Well, sure, you might be at work some of the time, but would you would be at work every minute that you're working on this class? If you do this stuff at night and you work during the day, then your opportunity cost of taking this class is not lost wages. It's lost TV time or lost time to hang out with your significant other. So that was the one thing I wanted to point out. The second thing is that I know somewhere there was a typo saying that you're devoting 10 hours a week to this class, and somewhere else I wrote 20 hours a week. This is the deal. Online classes are supposed to be 10 hours a week for a 15-week class, which means there's supposed to be 30 hours a week for this class. I think that's a little too much. If you were taking the class face-to-face, you would be in class 10 hours a week. And I figure for every hour you're in class, you need to spend an hour out of class doing work. So my goal is to have each weekly modules take up about 20 hours of your time. There is just no way you can get through all the material in 10 hours and have anything stick. So I just wanted to clarify that the school wants us to be 30 hours a week. I think 30 hours a week is a little much. I think 20 hours a week for this compressed format is perfectly fine. So just keep that in mind. If you're getting through everything in 10 hours a week, you're probably not spending enough time on the material to actually learn anything. And the last thing I wanted to point out about the assignments is that starting in week 2, I did start grading according to the rubric, which means that your economics have to be sound, your posts have to be coherent and make sense in order to receive full credit. So there was a lot of 7s, 8s, and 9s kind of floating around. If you made a mistake, just writing a post is no longer good enough to get you full credit. So that's really all I had to say. Other than that, I think your posts were well done. You guys did a tremendous job on all of them. And really the only two things that I noticed that really had to be addressed was that this is a 20-hour-a-week class and that opportunity cost is what you actually would have done to pursue an activity, not everything that you could have possibly done to pursue an activity. All right, great job on the homework again, guys. I'm really, really impressed with the discussions. Keep up the good work.